Ranking the best abilities in Madden 25. And boys, we're back here with another ability tier list update. Today, we're going to be taking a look at defensive abilities. Now, today, we're going to take a look at the tiers as well. We have the best, like the best abilities I think you can run. Great, okay, and wouldn't use unless 0 AP. Now, we're going to get a start right here with film study. Film study, the amount of 0 AP film study is like insane. Just being able to see repeated play call arts. Now, what I will say about this is it desyncs the game if people like, you know, you have film study activated and then they audible to another formation, causes a ton of desyncs, which kind of makes it like where I want to say it's unrunnable. I feel like you should have at least one player with film study because it is 0 AP everywhere in Ultimate Team. Now, after that, we get on the ball. On the ball, I wouldn't use unless 0 AP. This is like, again, it's kind of doesn't do a lot. After that, we get inside shade, outside shade, and you know what? We're going to add a tier that we had in the offensive one as well. And this is going to be only used if you can't get the best because outside shade, inside shade are cool, but the one you would want is one step ahead, right? And one step ahead, I think this is like a great ability for man. I don't think it is the best, of course, but there's no point to use these if you have one step ahead, right? So that's pretty much what it's saying about this. Now, inside shade, I would say is like okay, and then outside shade is wouldn't use unless 0 AP. After that, we get lurk artist, by the way, which I feel like we could talk about lurker and also pick artist, all by lurk artist. So lurk artist and pick artist, you want these. You want to catch your interceptions, right? Lurker would only use if it's 0 AP. Like this really doesn't do a lot in my opinion. It doesn't make the linebackers jump crazy. I don't know. I kind of want to say lurker is like fake. Like literally you run lurk artists to catch picks, run pick artists to catch picks, right? After that, we get acrobat. I feel like acrobat's actually okay. It's not terrible. And I've used it on like Byron Jones and like some other corners that got it for 0. I think Papi gets it for 0 too. It's actually hasn't really been that bad. I kind of like don't hate it this year. I usually don't like it because I'll always say acrobat makes it misses more than it makes plays, but I think it's actually pretty damn good. After that, we get bench press. Okay, so bench press by itself is like okay. Bench press can be great or the best though when comboed with bottleneck, okay? And we'll talk about bottleneck later, but it's okay by itself, potentially greater the best with bottleneck. Chuck out would not use this ability, would only use if it's 0 AP. Now, after that, we can talk about the zone knockouts right here, where first up, we got deep end. Deep end, I feel like is okay. Doesn't activate a lot of areas on the field. It's not bad on the top safety. Deep out is great, I think. It's pretty good. I think flat zone is also great as well, but I think mid zone activates on the majority of like meta routes in the game, mid zone activates on, and really, I think on defense, you really only need mid zone pick artists. I feel like you can play without deep out, you can play without flat zone, play without deep end. I think mid zone's the one that I really want everywhere in the secondary for sure. Before we get into X factors, of course, too. Now, ton of DBs get basically all these for 0 AP, you know, and if you can get them for 0, obviously run all the knockouts. But yeah, after that, we get the man knockouts, which I feel like all of them like are just okay by themselves again. Like, I don't think it's really great man coverage. Like, I don't think these do a lot. And honestly, these are even debatably wouldn't use unless 0 AP, but I think they're just okay. I don't really think they're that great. And after that, we get outmatched, wouldn't use unless 0 AP. Tip drill, same thing, especially when we have pick artists in the game. Really no point to use tip drill unless it's 0 AP. And now we get into some pass rush ones where we got adrenaline rush. I'd probably say this wouldn't use unless 0. BOGO, I'm leaning that also. Defensive rally, I think is okay. I think it's solid and kind of like okay and wouldn't use unless 0 AP is kind of the same thing, but it's like these abilities, I'm not mad if they get 0. This one's like, oh, I guess like, I mean, 0 might as well run it, but this one's like, okay, it can do a little bit. Does that make sense? After that, we get double or nothing, edge threat and edge threat elite. Edge threat, obviously, there's no point to use edge threat if you can get edge threat elite. And edge threat elite, I would say it's great. I would say double or nothing is probably the best base pass rush ability when we're not talking about X factors. So for me, double or nothing, still going to be in the best tier. After that, we get El Toro. I also think this one is okay as well. It's pretty solid. It's more like top end of okay as well. I think it's good. Extra credit would only use if 0. Instant rebate, same thing. Mr. Big Stop, same thing as well. These help pass rush points. I don't think they do a lot, so that's kind of why I'm just glossing over them. Ripper, Speedster, Swim Club, and Spinner as well. Same thing, wouldn't use unless 0 AP. After that, we get unpredictable. I feel like unpredictable is pretty solid. Again, I would place this in the okay tier, and it'd be like higher in okay. I honestly like defensive rally more than like a lot of these things too, and deep end's more like top end as well. So yeah, we can move like this right here. We're trying to go like in order. So I think those are pretty solid abilities. Under pressure, I would not use this ability unless it's 0 AP. I don't think under pressure is great this year. Now we get into like demoralizer and the hit stick abilities, the stamina ones. Again, for me, I just wouldn't use these unless they're 0 AP. Just not really that big of like, I don't think I would run them for AP over anything like on this list so far. After that, we get the run stopping abilities where we get goal line stuff, inside stuff, no outsiders, and we take a look at run stopper as well. So inside stuff, I think this is probably the best one. It activates on the most amount of runs in my opinion. I think goal line stuff is something I would only use if it's 0 AP. No outsiders, I think is great to okay. And I see either which one. I'd probably say no outsiders is great. It is a great ability to get. Trying to stop their counter the run game if you do have some issues with it. Now we get run stopper, which this is actually more of a pass rush ability because your shed attempts and runs free. So you have all those points for pass rush. And for me, I think this is an okay one. I think run stopper is pretty solid. I think it's up there with El Toro, unpredictable defensive rally. You're not mad if you got it for 0. Enforcer. So I feel like we need to talk about Enforcer, Enforcer Supreme, and also Avalanche all by each other, right? I think Enforcer and Enforcer Supreme by themselves are like, okay. Like they're solid, they're fine. But Avalanche, like Enforcer Supreme with Avalanche can counter tank, and it's like Enforcer Supreme then like is like the best. Like I don't know. I think I'm gonna put Enforcer Supreme in the great tier because specifically with Avalanche, it can counter tank. So yes, I will place it in the great tier, and hopefully that makes sense. And if people are just watching, they just skim through and they don't hear me say that, then on them. After that, we get out of my way. I wouldn't use this unless it's 0 AP. Reach Elite, same thing. I mean, if it's 0 AP, I'd still use it. But after that, we get Secure Tackler. We can take a look at what's called Tackle Supreme, Secure Tackler, Unfakeable. For me, these two abilities rank right by each other, even though, again, we could put that in the only use if you can't get the best. But these are like best abilities you could run just tackling, especially current state of Ultimate Team. Getting the tackles, Secure Tackler, all aboard it. Now, Unfakeable, I don't really think you need. It wouldn't use unless 0 AP. After that, we get Stonewall. I think this is actually a pretty solid ability because it just basically makes it to where you don't get tackle battles. I think that's really good. On top of that, we get Strip Specialist. Wouldn't use unless 0 AP, of course. Then we get Deep Zone Knockout, which, I mean, Deep Zone, I guess, can be right by Mid Zone, where it's like the best one because you get Deep Out and Deep In on the top safety. So I get it. That can be in the best one too. After that, we get Interior Threat. I'll put Interior Threat, by the way, in the okay tier by like El Toro. It's solid, I feel like. After that, we get Form Tackler and Extra Pop. For me, again, these two abilities wouldn't use unless they are 0 AP. And I have very similar thoughts to Deflator and Lumberjack as well. Tackling abilities right here. I like Secure Tackle. I like Tackle Supreme or Avalanche more. And with that being said, now we get into the X Factors where we get a ton. I did realize we were missing Dual Threat and Colossus, but first one up right here, we got Unstoppable Force. I think Unstoppable Force and Colossus are the most annoying X Factors to play on defense. They are so good. Like, they even run through like Secure Pros at times. Like, it puts them on a timer crazy. These like low key, they're like top end. They are like kind of busted, I can't lie. After that, we get Reinforcement. Now, Reinforcement helps in the run game, and it also does give you every single knockout, pretty similar to like Dual Threat, and Dual Threat is a little bit of a pass rush one as well, but they're pretty similar to me because you combo them with the mid zone, you basically get universal. I think they're both great. I like Dual Threat and I like Reinforcement a ton. We got Run Stuffer right here, which is essentially like inside stuff, no outsiders, all that in one. I think it's great as well. After that, we get Relentless right here. This one is like okay. This one in Blitz, I feel like Relentless makes it to where they have unlimited pass rush points. Blitz wipes the lines resistance, and I think that's a little valuable, so I'll put that in the great tier as well. Fearmonger, wouldn't run this. I feel like, again, under pressure just really isn't good. Shutdown, I also wouldn't run this. I also wouldn't run Ball Hawk either. I don't love these three X Factors. Bottleneck, talked about it earlier. Bottleneck is something that makes man coverage insane. Bottleneck, if you use their press as well, it's really good. It is so good. They literally can just throw a receiver on the ground like every play. And yeah, Bottleneck meta would not be fun. After that, we get Momentum Shift and Selfless. There's just not like a crazy one Ultimate Team right now, but if they were, these are always like insane. Like this is one that if it starts on, it can be like crazy. So I'm gonna put it in the best. It's just like right now, it's just they need to have like a start on one, right? And then finally, Universal Coverage. Every single knockout in the game, man or zone, and like one step ahead with reaction time. This is the top end of the best one as well. So yeah, we have a bunch of stuff in the best tier, but I don't really see what you're taking out of there. You know what I mean? So yeah, boys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden content just like this. And if you guys want to be notified every time we upload here, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.